So here we go, guys. So on a Tuesday, Sean White is coming back to you here for another live on a wonderful and very cool Tuesday out here in Atlanta, Georgia. And hoping everybody's feeling very inspired and really just moving at your optimal best. So before we go ahead and get into this, do me a favor, if you will. If you catch us on the live, put in the hashtag live, guys. Let me know where you're tuning in from exactly. And also, if you catch this on the replay, put in the hashtag replay. And so, the reason why I came about with this topic, which is what do you believe in this season? Because I was watching an interview by Muhammad Ali. And this was back in the early 70s. I believe he was over in Ireland and he was being interviewed by a gentleman. And the interviewer asked him, what gives you so much confidence, right? Why do you believe that you're the greatest of all time? And I'm just watching the interview and I'm just seeing how articulate and how thoughtful Muhammad Ali is answering these questions. And I was just like very, very impressed. And one of the things in which that he really stood out is that he said that you have to believe. And you have to believe that you're the greatest. And it's not even so much more with the confidence, but it's the personality that really stands out as well. And so I got to thinking, you know me, I always look for inspiration. I said, you know what? Let me create some content out of that. So what are you believing in this season? And it doesn't matter as far as on whether, you have a job, whether you're on social media, whether you're running a business or you have multiple streams of income. Because during the season, this last quarter of 2021, are you still believing that anything is possible for you? And in spite of everything which is going on, maybe as far as with the news or what's going on in the world, but are you still holding on to that particular vision and belief in which that you set forth, which seems like so long ago, right, in the early part of this year? And so, like Muhammad Ali, and like Kobe Bryant, for you sports fans, he had a certain type of confidence and just a relentless obsession to want to get better, to want to be the best. And like he stated as well, he wasn't competing against like the Jordans or the other great Hall of Famers, but he was competing against himself. That documentary is also amazing as well. And so anytime I get a chance to, hey Rachel, thank you so much for hopping on. Anytime I get a chance to watch documentary from the great ones, those that have done it at a very high level, always like to pick apart their mindset. In which I want to ask you guys, just like with these two individuals, rest their soul, because they had a high belief within themselves, and they were just believing in great things. A question to you, what are you believing in for this season, this go around? Maybe perhaps it can be, I just want to throw a few things out there. Maybe a better car, better house, better health, maybe more energy. Maybe you want to surround yourself as far as with a group of individuals that are positive and like-minded and really go in the direction in which that you want to go. And those that's negative and those that's not seeing your vision and seeing on where you're going, you want to go ahead and get rid of. And so when you believe in it, and I'm not just talking about, guys, fantasy, you just thinking as far as in the clouds and like, someday, one day it will happen. No, I'm talking about truly believing it and putting full focus on it. And so I want you to go ahead and you can either put that in the comment section or as far as you can keep that to yourself. But what are you believing in? And I just want to go ahead and just give you a few reminders, some things in which has really been helping me out, right? And it helps me to keep that fire going, that passion going. Even on days where I'm not feeling so much, as I've been called, the motivator, right? So, hey, Tiffany, thank you so much for hopping on. First and foremost, I'm pretty sure if you're an entrepreneur, you've been around a couple 24s, I'm pretty sure you probably heard this once or twice, right? Visualization. What exactly does that mean? When you are practicing the art of visualization, it's more so that you're seeing it before it even happens. You have people that are considered as visionaries, right? They can see things before it even happens, right? As far as in the near future. I've been called as far as a visionary myself. But you really want to, whatever it is that you're believing in for this season, you want to hold on to that vision. And more so, as you're visualizing it, as you're thinking about it, are you putting feeling attached to that? Are you putting emotion to that? Hey, prophetess, thank you so much for hopping on. Are you putting emotion to that? Or is it more so you're just thinking about it and you're like, okay, cool. Yeah, it would be nice, right? Are you thinking about that you want to be a multimillionaire? Are you just thinking about that you want to be a public or inspirational speaker? Are you just thinking about that you want to be a TV show host or you want to have your own TV show? Are you thinking about that? Or as you're thinking about it, are you putting an emotion attached to it? When you think about it, does it get you excited? Do you get pumped? When you're at work, like when you think about it, does it give you goosebumps, man? Right? The thing about visualization is that you got to attach the feeling and you have to truly mean it. Because if you don't truly mean it, you're not putting that passion and emotion behind it, and you don't truly mean it, then the visualization, it's more so like just a fantasy. Like, it's like, okay, well, that's cool. One day. And then what happens too, when something happens, guys, and you know this, when something major happens, when life hits Murphy's Law, it's like, you lose the drive and you lose the motivation, right? Because it wasn't powerful enough. How about this? Clarity, right? Clarity. Every single time that I'm crystal clear on something, but I mean real crystal clear, I have a tendency as far as to get results. Why? Because I'm crystal clear on that. I even said at certain times, right? Dare I say, even be obsessed with the idea. Be obsessed with the notion. Whether positive or negative, if you can even think about it as far as in your life, when were times that you were so crystal clear and you became so obsessed to wanting something, whether positive or negative, that you found yourself actually manifesting it and actually showing up in your life in one form or fashion? What are you believing in this season? Be crystal clear and laser focus on that. Third one. This is very, very, very important. Are you surrounding yourself, in addition with you believing into that thought or idea or feeling, whatever it is that you're desiring, are you surrounded around people that's just like you? I'm talking about radical people that's just super positive, people that's just, loving and caring and supportive, and they're going to be willing to hold you accountable and say, come on now, we can definitely go ahead and do this. Like, you know what? I'm doing a Facebook Live. You know what? Go ahead and jump on with me. Let's go ahead and rock this baby. And they raise your energy and your vibration up. Are you surrounded by individuals like that? Not only here on social media, but does it translate even as far as into your personal life? So wait a minute, Sean. You mean to tell me that it has to extend outside of social media? Yeah, absolutely. Because once that starts happening, then it starts to become a reflection. Now, that feeling that you have, that desire that you want, right? What you're truly manifesting and believing is going to start coming to fruition. I didn't say overnight, right? We got to get out of this notion that, well, I want to become a millionaire. I want to be a TV show host, right? It's going to happen overnight. Can it happen? Yes, in his time, of course. But for the most part, there is a process. Yeah, absolutely, prophetess. Yeah, we do need those people. I realize in my experience, it takes time. But also, too, hey, JoJo, but in addition as well, you have to put work into it and you have to be consistent, right? So those are some things in which that I've noticed. Great example. of everything in what I just stated is by Hala Capri. I am so happy and so excited for this young lady because she's going to be premiering her TV show, Anti-Aging Secrets, this up and coming Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time. And you can catch that, of course, on MupoTV.com. Once again, that's MupoTV.com. But the reason why I brought that up is because of the fact that for what she believed, where her talent and her skill set, she said, you know what? I've been believing this for quite some time. I done had the idea for quite some time. And now since I'm in a situation and I'm around a group of individuals that are loving, caring, and support my vision, and my time is now. So she's saying, I'm going for it, and I'm believing in this. And guess what? A star was born, ladies and gentlemen, because once that is premiered, there's no going back. She's just going straight to the top. And so in closing, I want to go ahead and ask you, I really, really do. I want to end this by saying this. When others see your conviction, it's very easy for others to support you. I'm going to go ahead and say that again. When others see your conviction, see your passion, see your drive, see your consistency, see you believing on what you say that you want. When people see that on a consistent and regular basis, it's very easy for people to support you. However, if you come on maybe a week and then you disappear for about a month or two and then you come back, it's very, very difficult because they're like, okay, this person's saying one thing, but are they believing as far as on what they're saying? Are they believing as far as on what they want? We all know how people are in social media, right? People have the attention span of a squirrel. Let's be honest here. So just something I just want you to go ahead and think about. And let's go ahead and see here. Looks like someone wants to hop on board and say hello. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring on my good friend here, my dynamic duo partner, Miss Tammy Morrison. And let's give it a few seconds here, guys, because she has something to say. Oh, well, I guess you don't have something to say as far as on this manner. So in closing, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate that. If you found value or insight from this Facebook Live, by all means, please feel free to let me know. All comments is appreciative. Also, as well, if you're that type of individual, if you're a singer, a songwriter, if you are a person that's saying, you know what, Sean, I got talent, I got insight, and guess what? I'm ready as far as just for a shot, an opportunity. And I'm serious, and I'm willing to invest time and energy into myself, and I don't mind as far as making that happen. By all means, I cordially invite you tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be having an opportunity call. Come on board and let us know what you got. Maybe be surprised. Mubo Entertainment just may have a spot for you because we are growing, family. But you got to be serious, you got to be hungry, and you got to be committed. And for also those, because you know that I'm a coach as well, so I'm offering 15-minute quick coaching sessions, guys, complimentary, meaning that it's free, it's on the house, okay? So if that is something that you're interested in, by all means, please feel free to go ahead and connect with me. Plus also, it helps me build up the testimonials, and it helps me as far as get the practice as well. So if that's something that interests you, message me as well. All right, boys and girls, I appreciate you all. I'm going to end this live like I do all my others. And if what I stated on here either motivated, transformed, or inspired at least one person, I gotcha. At least one person, then may God be the glory, and I'll take no credit for absolutely none of it. You're all amazing. I appreciate your time. By His grace and mercy, look forward to seeing you all. Mayana. Peace and love, family. Thank you.